That moment when it hits you, that God is all you have, and you realize that without Him, you have nothing. Let's talk about it. Hello, and welcome to another Workflow Devotion with Darrell and Arlene. I'm Dr. Darrell Gadsden, and just like to welcome you to another Workflow Devotion. Today we're going to talk about something that occurs in all of us. We all have to deal with the situation at some point in our lives when we ask or we find out that when we actually come up against something and we don't know where to turn or how things will work out, we come to that point when you realize that faith is all you have. Faith is all you got. You have nothing else but the faith in God, that God will do just what He said He will do. Well, in order to talk about it, I'd like for you to go to Genesis, the 22nd chapter and the second verse, Genesis 22:2. And there you'll find that Ishmael has already been born. Ishmael is approximately 14 years old. And Isaac now had been born. Ishmael's 14. Isaac now is roughly around 5 to 12 years old. And God comes to Abraham, and He tells Abraham, and I want you to read it for yourself. He says that He wanted Abraham to sacrifice his only son. Read it for yourself. He says, I want you to sacrifice your only son. The son, and I will tell you where he's in the region of Mount Moriah. He's in that area. But God says, I will tell you the mountain to go to. God had a specific place set up for Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, but He told him, I want you to sacrifice your only son. Why did God say your only son when in reality Ishmael was now about almost 20 years old? Ishmael is now between 19 and 25 years old, and he's being told to sacrifice his son. Why? And it wasn't just his son. He says, sacrifice your only son. Well, those of us that follow Christ, those of us that read our Bible, know and realize that God said your only son because Isaac was the son of promise. God promised Abraham that he would have a son. God promised Abraham that He would take care of him and that his son would carry his name, and his son would be there to as a line to completely take care of all of mankind, all of those that belong to Christ, all of those that are part of that promise that was made. God made a promise. So now imagine Abraham. He has this son of promise that God has given him, and He tells him to take that son of promise, that only son of promise, and take him and sacrifice him. Isaac is old enough to understand what the sacrifice is all about. Isaac sees all of the items needed to sacrifice. He sees the knife, he sees the rope to bind, he sees the wood to burn. And Isaac says to his father, Lord, Father, I see all of these other things, but where's the sacrifice? And Abraham had only one thing to come back. I can imagine what was going through him inside. Abraham is walking up this mountain with his only son of promise. He has now gotten a lot older. He was 99 when Isaac was born. And now he's older, and God is asking him to sacrifice the only son, the son of promise. And Abraham walks up. He's heard what his son said, and he just says, God will provide. What happens when you finally realize that your faith is all you have? The faith of Abraham, the faith that he actually said to himself, if God asked me to sacrifice my only son of promise, God will make a way for my son to come back to me. So Abraham goes all the way to the end. He binds up his son. He prepares the wood under his son. He takes the knife and he raises it in the air. I can only imagine tears running down his eyes and saying, Lord, I don't understand. I don't know what's about to happen, but Father, I'm going to believe you. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to do what you told me to do. And just as he's ready to come down with the knife, an angel speaking to him says, don't sacrifice your son. And a ram is ready on that particular mountain, caught in the bushes, set there for the sacrifice. As things are going on in your life, understand that God has made a way for you and for I. No matter how bad it may seem, trust God and reach that point where your faith, you realize that your faith is all you have. Trust God. He won't let you down. God bless you. May heaven continue to smile on you. I hope that you will take this message to someone else that may feel as though they're at their last stage. Just remember that God will be with you all the way through eternity. God bless you. May heaven continue to smile on you. Have a great weekend until Monday. This has been another Workflow Devotion with Darrell and Arlene. See you Monday. Bye. Without faith, it is impossible to serve God. With faith, all things are possible. When you realize that faith is all you have all you need.